So we've reached the hour mark.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Now it's Osimhen.
And he cuts out the supply.
Osimhen clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything.
Great chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
And you can see how the direct approach can work really well. Get yourself on the ball and give it a try.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
And here's Sané.
Galatasaray leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. That's destined for the flank. That's been slipped through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Bragantino have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Yeah, I think he's been told to...
Tries from a long way out, and he is dashing away.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Bragantino benefiting from an own goal. Not that you'll hear them complaining. Some good work on the right flank here. In with the challenge. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Al-Mali. No, he is not giving anything away. He's having a hit!
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Hoisted in. Cleared away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There's the shot! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try...
Decent chance! And it's been given away. And this is... and one more try! Spectacular from Sané! A finish right from the top draw. And right near the end, we have parity. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling.